88 facts about the 88 Pokemon gym leaders. Oh, and I heard it was impossible to subscribe to the channel before my avatar blinks, so be quick, because... Oh, there he did it, he blinked. And with that said, here we go. Flint. Flint was the original Pewter City gym leader, but he relinquished his role to pursue his own ambition of becoming a powerful Pokemon trainer. But unfortunately, he failed. Brock. Believe it or not, Brock is the only NPC in the entirety of Pokemon that can use more than 4 items. He actually has access to 5 full heals in the gym battle. Lola. Lola was very briefly the Pewter City gym leader and decided to change the gym signature typing to water type. Forrest. Forrest is Brock's younger brother, who is the current Pewter City gym leader. And as an 11-year-old, he is probably the youngest gym leader that we see in the anime. Misty. Misty is a banned Pokemon card where she is, well, take a look for yourself. The Sensational Sisters. Daisy, Violet, and Lily were all consecutively the gym leaders of the Cerulean City gym, but all decided to step down after they won a trip to take a cruise around the world. Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge is probably 8 feet tall, because if you stack Ash's Pikachu 6 times next to him, it equals exactly 8 feet, since Pikachu is 1'4" tall. Visquez. Visquez is the active Vermilion City gym leader when Lieutenant Surge is absent. Erica. Erica is probably meant to be a ghost-type trainer, because in her beta sprite, her yukata is worn right over left, which is Japanese tradition for dressing corpses. And not only that, in her early concept art, Erica was depicted as the 5th gym leader, and Lavender was also depicted as the 5th town. And also, she has a floating Pokeball, so she might be related to those channelers you see in the Lavender Tower. Koga. There is a theory that Koga's soul badge was mistakenly swapped with Sabrina's marsh badge, because a soul will be more attuned to psychic abilities, while a marsh usually consists of poisonous gases. Janine. Janine is the only gym leader to never appear in the anime. Sabrina. The reason why Sabrina, along with other NPCs, are seen with whips is because Game Freak once considered the idea of humans fighting along with their Pokemon. But as Sugimori put it, what's the point of having Pokemon if you can fight on your own? Kyo. Kyo's fighting type gym was single-handedly taken down by Sabrina. Now it's out of commission. Blaine. Mewtwo shares the same DNA with Blaine, since Blaine was the lead scientist for creating the ultimate Pokemon. And due to them having the same DNA, they are able to telepathically speak to one another. Giovanni. In a recent data leak, it was supposedly revealed that Giovanni was once a flying or a bird-type gym leader, and his team consisted of Farfetch, Fearow, Dugtrio, Pidgeot, and Aerodactyl, which would explain why his badge looks like a feather. Blue. Blue was asked several times to become the Viridian City gym leader even before he became champion, and after being defeated by Red and Giovanni stepping down, he finally decided to take on the role. Sissy. Sissy is the only gym leader that requires her challengers to use a specific type of Pokemon, and with Sissy, she requires her opponents to use only water types. Danny. Danny has a shirt with Geodude prints on it, and guess what? He also owns a Geodude, which is probably the most interesting thing about this guy. Rudy. Rudy is the only gym leader from the Orange League to be featured in the manga. And in the Legend Tale of Pikachu manga, Rudy dresses as a woman so that his little sister can have a big sister, which is kind of sweet. Luana. Luana was the first gym leader to specialize in double battles, dating even before Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire when double battles were introduced. Drake. Drake's Dragonite has probably used the most moves in a single battle out of all Pokemon, with the move count being 10. Faulkner. Faulkner has the lowest leveled Pokemon out of all gym leaders, and also he's the only gym leader with an underleveled evolved Pokemon, with his Pidgeotto. Bugsy. Bugsy is often mistaken to be a female. However though, in Pokemon Crystal, there is data that shows the gender of every trainer in the game, and believe it or not, it identifies Bugsy as a female. Whitney. If Whitney's Clefairy learns to transform with his metronome, it'll retain its pink coloring with the Pokemon it transforms into, like you see right here. Morty. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Morty has the ability of clairvoyance, which allows him to locate items for people, which basically makes him a human item finder. Chuck. Chuck is the master of Kyo and Brawly, 2 trainers who eventually became fighting type gym leaders themselves. Jasmine. Jasmine was originally a rock type gym leader, but when her Onix evolved into a Steelix, she decided to become a steel type gym leader instead, making her the first gym leader to ever change their typing. Price. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Price is known as the Masked Man and is probably one of the strongest trainers in all of Pokemon. Claire. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, in the Dragon's Den, there's a hidden double battle with Claire and Lance, and cool enough, you battle them with your rival. Roxanne. In the Delta episode of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Roxanne can be seen at the Fossil Maniac's cave begging for a fossil, and she even offers a free stone badge in exchange, but quickly restrains herself. Brawly. As well as training under Chuck, Brawly has also trained under Elite Four member Bruno, which might be a reason why his gym has lasted longer than Kyo's. Watson. In the anime, Ash's Pikachu became supercharged by Watts' animatronic Raikou, and ended up one-shotting all 3 of his Pokemon. Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore is Flannery's grandfather, and was a Laverish Town gym leader before he retired. He was also strong enough to become an Elite Four member as well. Flannery. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Flannery had a 199 winning streak before Sapphire came and defeated her. Norman. Norman is the reason why the player moves to the Hoenn region in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. He was offered a position at the Petalburg City Gym while they were living in the Johto region. Winona. In the anime, Winona's Swellow was probably only shiny so that the viewer could tell the difference between Ash's Swellow and Winona's Swellow. Tate and Liza. Tate and Liza own 4 battle toys, and when they want to battle each other, they order the battle toy to use confusion on the battlefield, making it where there is 0 gravity. Wallace. Wallace is Lucia's uncle and has a small chance of appearing in the Master Rank Pokemon contest. And for those who don't know, Lucia is a very popular contest star. Juan. Juan was the original Pseudopolis gym leader and mentor of Wallace, but after Wallace went on to be the champion, Juan was asked to return. Roark. Roark wasn't originally his father's first choice as the Oreburgh City gym leader. Byron actually wanted Riley, the Ore Guardian, to be the gym leader instead, but Riley graciously declined. Gardenia. Gardenia mentions that she's deathly afraid of ghost-type Pokemon and fears the possibility of a ghost grass type existing. And funny enough, her nightmare came true just 2 generations later with Trevenant and Pumpkaboo. Maylene. Maylene's father is an avid gambler and can actually be found in the Vilestone Game Corner in the games. Crasher Wake. Despite the game claiming that Crasher Wake uses the fog for Pastoria City, none of his Pokemon he uses in battle can learn it. Fantina. During the battle between legendary Pokemon event, Fantina uses an origin form Giratina, but this is impossible because her Giratina is holding a Ghost Gem and not the Grish's Orb, which Giratina would need to have to be in that form. Byron. Byron was originally the Oreburgh City gym leader, but was asked by the Pokemon League to take over the gym in Canalev City, so he left his gym to his son Roark. Candace. Wait, who's Candace? Hey.
Hello?
Who's Candace?
Who?
Candy's nuts fit in your Volkner. Volkner is best friends with Flint from the Elite Four, and if it weren't for Flint introducing the main character to Volkner, Volkner probably would have went on to challenge Elite Four out of boredom. Silent. Silent, along with his brothers, were all assigned to the same gym as a useful way for teaching new trainers about type matchups. Chili. Chili, along with his brothers, are all named after spices, with Chili being pretty obvious, Silent after cilantro, and Cress after watercress. Cress. Somehow Cress was able to defeat Ash's Pikachu even though he was at a gray type disadvantage, and also proving once again how inconsistent Ash's Pikachu is. Lenora. To my knowledge, Lenora is the only gym leader to own a legendary Pokemon in the video games, because without her knowing, she had Reshiram or Zekrom depending on the game in her possession via the white or black orb. Berg. In Pokemon Black and White 2, Berg is seen throwing off what looks to be a blanket made of silk. Oh, and he's supposedly a world-renowned artist, but the silk-made blanket is definitely more interesting. Alessa. Alessa in a Pokemon Black and White 2 challenge mode speedrun is probably one of the hardest trainers to defeat ever. Clay. There is a TV show in Pokemon Black and White that mentions that Clay has a hat under his hat. Apparently it's supposed to be a fluffy knit hat. Miles. Miles is Skyla's grandfather and was previously the Mistralton City gym leader. He is also mentioned in the games, but isn't given a name. Skyla. Skyla's full art Pokemon card looks amazing, for no particular reason. Bryson. Bryson is one of the only gym leaders that is a movie star, with the other one being Sabrina. Drayden. Drayden probably has one of the weirdest style of facial hairs that I have ever seen. Iris. Iris is an actual prodigy and is one of the strongest Pokemon trainers of all time. She has not only surpassed her grandfather by becoming a gym leader of Opelousas City, but she has also become one of the youngest champions of the Pokemon League, standing next to Red. Charon. When you challenge Charon, you can notice him blushing in his Versus sprite, maybe because it's his first time battling as a gym leader. Roxy. In the anime, Roxy allowed Ash to use all 6 of his Pokemon against her 3, and even at a disadvantage, she nearly won, proving that she's a very strong trainer. Marlin. Marlin was shown no love in the Pokemon anime because he was only featured in 1 episode and haven't appeared since. Viola. Viola has a camera, and that's the fact. Grant. Despite Grant being the second gym leader in Kalos, he is known as the Grand Duke in the Battle Chateau, which is the highest rate you can achieve in that battle facility, so he's probably no joke when it comes to serious battling. Karina. To my knowledge, Karina is the only gym leader that has access to Mega Evolution. Ramos. Ramos has big scissors, and that's about all I can find that's exciting about this gym leader. Clement. Clement is a little genius and is known for building various advanced things. It is even hinted in Pokemon Sun and Moon and in Adventures manga that he is one of the creators behind the Rotom Pokedex. Clembot. Clembot is the only robot to be a gym leader and is the active gym leader of Lumiose City when Clement is absent. Valerie. As shown in the anime, Valerie can communicate with fairy-type Pokemon. She can quite literally speak their language, like you see right here. Olympia. Olympia is the only gym leader in Pokemon X and Y whose Pokemon all have 4 moves. All of the other gym leaders only have 3 moves on most of their Pokemon, so they kinda suck. Wulfric. Wulfric's Avalugg is the highest level Pokemon used by a gym leader prior to entering the Hall of Fame, with its Avalugg being level 59. Ryuki. If you didn't know, in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, there's a Ketonian gym in Belly City, and Ryuk is the standing gym leader. Mustard. Mustard was previously a fighting type gym leader, and he eventually became champion and held the position for 18 whole years. Peony. Just like Mustard, Peony was also a gym leader and specialized in steel type Pokemon, and he eventually became champion, probably as a successor to Mustard. Milo. On his rare league card, it mentions that Milo can easily push rolls of hay that weigh over 770 pounds. And coming from me, that's a lot of weight, because back in high school, I squatted 725 pounds, as you see here. Nessa. As you can see in her normal and rare league cards, Nessa is a gym leader and a model. Kabu. On Kabu's league card, it mentions that he's from the Hoenn region, which could mean that he might be related to Flannery in some kind of way, since they are both fire-type gym leaders. B. As a true fighter, Bee really smiles because they claim it shows weakness. But as seen in the anime, she has a soft spot for sweets and her Pokemon. Alistair. Alistair's Japanese name translates to the word onion. So imagine yourself facing gym leader Onion. Opal. Opal's relationship with Mustard is reminiscent to Professor Oak and Agatha. When she was young, she fought Mustard for the Galarian Champion title, but ended up losing to his fighting type Pokemon. Bede. In the entirety of Pokemon, Bede is the only trainer to change their type specialization during the game. He goes from a Psychic type to a Fairy type trainer. Gordy. Gordy's #1 fan in his fan club is his mom, Melanie, but supposedly his relationship with her is pretty rough since they both are so competitive with the gym they share. Melanie. Melanie has been a gym leader for over a decade, and maybe even longer. And also her league card mentions that she's a major roadblock for trainers who are trying to collect all the gym badges, since she is so strong. Pierce. Supposedly Pierce's Obstagoon is the only Pokemon to ever have EV investments before the champion, and it is theorized that it was given EVs to make up for the lack of Dynamaxing. Marnie. To my knowledge, Marnie has never been seen smiling, and in the games, you can actually walk in on her practicing her smile with Marpeco. Raihan. It was revealed in the anime that Lance's famous outfit was actually based on Raihan's gym trainer uniform. Clara. Funny enough, Claire's league card is obviously photoshopped. Like, look right there. That Galarian Slowbro definitely looks warped. And finally, Avery. Avery and his counterpart Clara are both known as minor league gym leaders, which can mean that there's probably a whole separate league in the Galar region for trainers who are not as fit for the major leagues. And there you go, 88 facts about the 88 Pokemon gym leaders. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to stay notified for future uploads. And if you want to binge my other videos, click on the end card right now and just start binging. Also, if you want to join the Dobbs Nation Discord server, click the link down below and you can join us and talk to us. And also be sure to check out my gaming channel, Dobbs Gaming, below as well. And that's all for this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.